Universe mode. We're starting with a tables match. That's great. Yep, that's the trade-off. You get a tables match, but you have to have the Bella twins fight. I'm just gonna let the AI decide on this one. I really don't care. But let's do this. Fuck. We welcome you live to Monday Night Raw, and MVP is back out here. For once, he's not fighting fucking Chad Gasper. Instead, he gets the Miz in a tables match to open a bombastic episode of Raw. Now, I don't know if MVP is gonna take advantage of this opportunity and make it, or if he's just gonna fall flat on his face and get his skull crushed. But hey, it's not well, it's not anyone's decision, really. And then you have his opponent, the former United States champion, The Miz. And this man just can't help but be bad. He's a bad guy. And he's gonna kick the shit out of MVP right now. No waiting on a bell. We're just gonna beat his ass. But MVP's not going down that easy. But neither is The Miz. Now he's just playing with his food. Hello? Hello? He grabbed him, but nothing happened. A lot of dodges here, but it's finally over. MVP is not okay, there we go. Back to dodging. Sweet. But with that attack on MVP, we could assume The Miz is going to win, right? That's a common enough theme that I've seen throughout the years, that whoever attacks wins. There have been a few times that that's not been the case, but especially when you go and grab a steel chair afterwards, yeah, I think you win, man. And he cannot get a straight shot on MVP. It's insane. You think he would, but he just isn't. There we go. There's his straight shot. Now The Miz is just setting up a table, trying to end the match quickly. I mean, come on, don't end it too quick. It's a tables match on Raw. Usually we reserve those for Smackdown exclusively. The Miz, wait, this could very well be it. No, we didn't pick him up enough for that. Miz, wait, skull-crushing finale, but it wasn't enough. It didn't break the table. It just collapsed it, and he missed completely. Okay, that's embarrassing. The Miz could very well end it right here with that. Oh, nope, just on the table. Okay. Of course, MVP, along with his recent frustrations with Chad, hasn't been in a good state, but he is in a tag team with Mark Henry, which begs the question, have they teamed even once since? Because it seems like the two have been distant ever since the team reformed. Mark saved him once, so he said, I got you, and then just didn't have his back. I'd be kind of pissed. I saved your ass and you're not even gonna team with me? Who the fuck are you, MVP? Team with the guy that saved your ass on Superstars. Makes you look bad. Speaking of look bad, the guy that keeps coming in here screaming about a body bag is about to get put in one himself. God damn. John Morrison, it might be too late. It was just not far enough. And Mizzy Boy is gonna have himself playing. Wait, that's a suplex! And there he goes! MVP loses to The Miz. He got put through a table. And The Miz has won. Yet again. Well, not yet again. He hasn't appeared enough to say yet again. But The Miz has beaten MVP. Maybe he'll go back after the US title and face Dolph Ziggler here in a few months. The Miz is above Kane and a few other people. I don't really like that. The Miz is now number 2 and MVP is now number 10. That's honestly deserved at this point, but CM Punk being there is still not. Get out of there. And now it's time for Sheamus versus Dolph. Oh! He did do that, didn't he? And now on Raw, the United States title is getting put in a one-on-one regular match. Sheamus is apparently the next in line to face Drew McIntyre for his title. And Sheamus has come out and said that if he wins, which he doesn't want to do, he will not hold back against Drew. He knows that he is a bad man, but that he has to represent all of the United Kingdom. And if that means working with people he doesn't like, so be it. But he will not hold himself back against Drew when he goes for the title. William Regal and Wade Barrett have stayed silent on the issue, maybe not wanting to tear a rift in the United Kingdom, but we'll see at the bash. And then Dolph Ziggler, the previous United States champion. This man held the title for one singular month, and then he dropped it to Drew McIntyre in a triple threat. Or did Drew just win the title at Backlash? Things are hard to remember, man. Have you looked at the timeline of these videos that come out? It's not good. Apparently, the Raw general manager has decided that a submission match is in order, but this gives a clear edge to Dolph Ziggler. What the hell? Shoulder tackle by Sheamus. He's... Whoa! Trying to get disqualified? What is this man trying to do? Sheamus could have very well just given Dolph Ziggler the win right there with how he's acting. The ref was very close to disqualifying him there. I'm shocked that he didn't. That was like 3 punches and a throw away. Well, I guess he did get in the corner of Dolph that Sheamus was attacking him in, so it is a little bit his fault. But that still doesn't give you an excuse to go after our glorious referee. He's reffed every match so far on all 3 shows. You gotta give him credit for that. He's a bold man. Speaking of bold men, Dolph Ziggler is kind of bold for even taking up the challenge to Sheamus. Don't you think Drew McIntyre would just invade and give Sheamus the win anyways? We've seen in the past in WCW that there have been title changes or title defenses that have been complete and utter phonies. I'm looking at you, Hulk Hogan, you motherfucker. It wouldn't be a surprise if the new company based on WCW also had a finger poke of death moment. It's the United Kingdom. Of course they're gonna do this. Technically, you could say that this is an American versus Britain battle because Dolph Ziggler is from Hollywood, California, but I wouldn't be so sure. I wouldn't point the fingers immediately, but an Irish curse backbreaker does Dolph in, and a bro! But wait. Oh, not what Sheamus wanted. He's gonna be fine. Dolph picks him up. He hit Drew with this move in the first match. That's a callback. Has he even used it since? But the cocky drop kick is gonna make him pay for that. You gotta keep the offense on in non-stylish ways. Like a DDT. Okay, never mind. I will stand corrected. Dolph is now taking my advice. Keep it on the offense, but Sheamus saw it coming. What's next? The wall's gonna start speaking to me? There it goes. There goes what? Dolph down? Choke slam by Sheamus, but not quite DDT. Dolph Ziggler. There we go. There's an Irish curse backbreaker. Backing him up. Going for a massive power bomb, but Dolph turns it into another DDT. Dolph Ziggler. Backing him up once again. Just going for the bro kick. He just can't hit it. And a bro! God damn it, dude. Guys gotta stop. It's Dolph! Famouser! Probably the most shocking famouser we've seen out of Dolph Ziggler, but Sheamus doesn't care. Cut to the midsection, and now just picking him up for Uranagi. This match's been going on for so long. Raw is long enough tonight. We had a tables match, and we had this match. That's already going for 12 minutes. We might have ourselves an actual full-length episode of Raw from its early ages when it was like an hour long. Which, another famouser, Dolph is just applying the pounds and using every trick in the book. Tricks we haven't seen in a while. That's an old trick. He hasn't used that in forever. To be fair, Drew is such a dominant competitor that realistically he hasn't had the opportunity to, but that's besides the point. Another knee to the midsection. I think Sheamus is gonna have to start mixing it up, I guess. Picking him up. Hip breaker. Nope. STO. I mean, doing the movesets for the Binding of Isaac at 2K has really forced me to learn some of the names of the more interesting moves in the book, aside from stuff like the Canadian Destroyer. Sheamus picking up Dolph. Hip breakers. Strongest slam? What the fuck is Sheamus doing out here? That's a punch straight to the balls of Dolph Ziggler. And an Irish curse backbreaker. Are we gonna see... What the fuck? That's a bro kick! And he rolled out of harm's way! But it just gives Sheamus some time to boast about his match so far. Dolph on the ground, but that's a rope break, and I don't think he cares, but he realizes I do inevitably still want to win this IC title match. So unusually so, he lets go. Because he hasn't gone for one submission, too. It's like he was saving it for after his finish. He thought that could finish the job, but Dolph's just too resilient. Wait, that's gotta be it, though. Is that the end of the match right here? Looks like it. Yes, Dolph taps out. Sheamus will face Drew McIntyre at the back. And Sheamus is your #1 contender. After brutalizing Dolph Ziggler, he might just be the next Intercontinental Champion. We never know. Dolph is down by 2 places. The Bellas. I don't really care who wins this, so I'm just not gonna play it. Yeah, that's it. This is the first time I haven't played a match. I don't do this very often. This is just because Raw's Divas division is so shit. And a lot of you are probably saying, just make the fucking trades, dude. Just trade some men over the Smackdown. You know they need the talent. The Smackdown general manager, you'd have to make a great deal for that to happen, alright? The guy is starving for some top talent. If you give him more mid-carders for women, he's going to say no. Because he already has mid-carders. He already has a mid-card in the tag division that works. He just needs top guys. What the fuck was that, Nikki? Or Brie? Sorry, it's hard to tell the difference. Can you tell why? It's almost as if they're twins. outfits. Also, their hair is the same. Brie has a rose in her head. Nikki is wearing some fucking silver thing, and I made them both wear black. This is partly my fault. I could have easily made one wear white and the other wear red, just like they do all the time in the future games. But no, I just had to make them go wear black. I might update it after this. These two are some of the top most active wrestlers on the Raw roster. I mean, they're on Superstars, they're on Raw, they always fight and lose, but they still deserve a tire update. Come on, guys. Let the women have things too, even if they don't deserve it. Specifically these ones. You two don't deserve it. And I'm sure there are some on Smackdown that don't either. But that's up for you to decide. Can I grab a drink? I need to go grab a drink. This is the perfect time to do so. By the way, the game hasn't crashed once yet. I think there's a new record. I don't think we've seen this since the fucking draft, which is like amazing because I would have never thought that the draft would hold the record for least crashes. Because even the first video has a crash in it, and technically even the video where I said there'd be no crashes still had the game crash at least twice. So let's see if we can keep it up, honestly, because that would be fucking amazing if we could get a universe mode episode that never crashes, not even once. 1 minute of drink grabbing later, and I want to make something very clear for a second. The crashes aren't intentional. That's just how RPCS3 is with this game. And I know why. They have better things to focus on than wrestling games that like 4 people probably play. So it's not like I'm upset about it. I just wish it was better. And clearly, they did something, because it is. There are still minor visual hiccups. I'm pretty sure I just saw Nikki Bella phase out of existence at least 4 times there. But it's pretty much console accurate. Because the only problem I had was the visual bugs, which I fixed most of the settings to make limited, and the fact that it always crashed, which I was thankful that we are not doing a Rumble in this game, because WD12 starts in January, so this game does not have a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania, which sucks ass. It sucks, because this game deserves both of those badly. There will be something before I go to WD12, though, that will help make up for that. Don't worry. I'm not sure if it'll run at the same time or not with WD12, but that's the end of the match? Okay. Was there like a single finisher or sig and then entire match? Definitely felt like a dark match, if that's the... Well, I guess even dark matches have that. Whatever, you get the idea. I will take what I can get. And if that's what I can get, thank God. I guess Brie beat Nikki. That's cool. Let's move on to the main event. And now it's time for our main event. Triple H, the king, the man that will constantly say he can beat you, even if he ends up losing to you 6 times in a row. Long hair, long water spits that also mark when the timekeeper should ring the bell for some reason. I don't know why he does it differently with this guy. But the game Triple H is coming here. God damn it. And then there's the rated R superstar, the WWE champion, the man that fucking hates this belt. Seriously, this guy fucking hates this shit. And I don't know, well, I do know why. The spinner spins. It's unnecessary. I mean, I think it's unnecessary too, but I'm not the one that's bitching about it. We're gonna change it eventually, I swear. But until then, spin. And Triple H will not be facing Edge at the Bash in 2 weeks. Instead, he'll be facing Triple H. Great Englishing from me. Instead, he'll be facing CM Punk. Edge-o-matic by Edge. That's a pin. 1 and 2, not 2. Almost 2, but not 2. Instead, he'll be facing, I believe, CM Punk, who also is going to have to defend his tag titles against somebody. We're not sure who yet. I don't think there's been a #1 contenders match for the unified tag titles. I think there will be one on SmackDown this week, though. We'll see. I might be wrong. I always end up wrong somehow when I do one of these videos, whether it's that I inaccurately represent a statistic, think MVP's bullshit from like the last video, or I just like say, hey, maybe the game won't crash, and then it crashes, and I'm like, well, fuck, because the crashes maybe are a bit much, but they're also a bit much for me, so I'm giving you the accurate experience in life. Some things are a bit much. That's it. End of sentence. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Thank you, Triple H, for being so cool and just shoving my arm down. Get punched in the face. Edge and Triple H have faced off before. Edge probably had Lita. Triple H probably had Evolution. It's a much different battlefield than the last time we saw these two face off. Speaking of, okay, I thought he was gonna go for an execution there. Instead, it was just a regular-ass DDT. But Edge is rolling out the ultimate opportunist, and now both superstars are taking the opportunity to taunt. Tripp said, suck it. Edge missed a clothesline. Big boot to the chest. Very simple, very delicate episode of Monday Night Raw. Stop! I can hear it! So yeah, I think we can all tell that I'm going a little insane right now. Can we just skip to the part where I stop doing that all the time? The ref got hit again! Dude, why is my mic on the floor? The ref just keeps getting hit tonight. It's about as common as being floating like a butterfly. Sting like a bee? No, I don't sting. I sting like a goddamn pancreas. And that is a rotating DDT. Oh my lord. Oh my, there's Shawn Michaels. What the fuck is Shawn Michaels doing out here, dude? Wait, Edge lining it up. That's a no. And Edge is just now going after Shawn Michaels, which gives Trips the time to breathe in this fight. And he deserves it, if I'm going to be completely honest. Edge might get himself counted out here if he isn't careful, but he gets himself in just in the nick of time to kick Triple H's ass and then get kneed in the gut. Wait a minute, Shawn Michaels is getting in the ring, and Edge just attacked him, but he's staring at the game, and what the hell? DX is gone! Dead in the water! That's what I'm talking about. Shawn Michaels betrayed his best friend. For what? What reason did he give? Edge just beat your ass. And you side with him? Whatever's going on between these two, they gotta figure it the fuck out. And Edge is just gonna take advantage of the situation, punch your Triple H in the fucking face. And honestly, if I were Trips, I'd be dazed and confused, but Triple H is going back in on the offense, despite just getting betrayed by his best friend. Triple H running the ropes, trying to clear his head maybe. Maybe wrestling is how he clears his head. I don't know. I'm not the game. I just play it. Such a fucking bad joke. And an execution straight to the game. Edge, though, pick it up, Trips, and that's a spear to the game. That's it. It's over. The Rated R superstar is just taking the game out back and beat it. Maybe he'll get New Game Plus sometime. Who knows? These commentator jokes just get worse and worse. But Edge wins. The game and DX, they're finished. And Edge stands tall, WWE champion, and stronger than ever. What the fuck was that? That was in like the top 10 cliffhangers of a Raw ever. Why? What is the point of that? Oh, I know why. It's because Shawn wants to be WWE champion. I see, Vernius. I see. Now we have fucking 6 tag teams. And one of them is MVP and the world's strongest, but we need to get a new tag out here.